the hop. It's September. We are going to the beach today.
Thank God.
Cape May Brewing Company has made it to the hop on round 91. My name is Stephen Humes. I'm here with my esteemed co-host, Gabriel Apria, and we are here to drink beer and have fun. That's what we do.
What's
Glad
good, everybody? Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this amazing Thirsty Thursday. As Steven said, we going to the beach. We haven't been to the beach in quite some time. It's still hot out to go to the beach, looking at you, Mother Nature, but here we are. Cape May Brewing out of good old New Jersey. They are a very, very great brewery, and I feel like they're a little on the unknown side, which doesn't make any sense, but we've got 3 of their beers. Steven's drinking one, I'm drinking one, and then we're drinking one together. We are very excited about these because they all are so different, and they are spin-offs of specific styles. Very exciting.
Yeah, Cape May Brewing is, I would definitely say they're lesser known outside of the Jersey Shore. We've kind of got the Jersey Shore pretty well covered. Like I would say, we had Hidden Sands a few weeks ago, and now we're at Cape May. But if you're in the area, I mean, I've actually I worked a gig in Cape May, and I lived there for a couple months, and I drank some Cape May beer when I was there. Yeah, it's amazing there. Like, as beach towny as you could possibly get up there. So, it's the best of the Jersey Shore, I'd say.
If you have a beach house on the Jersey Shore, please let us know. We want to visit. If you don't have a beach house on the Jersey Shore, welcome into the episode.
Come in anyway. But if you're on, you can check the show out on YouTube. And if you're watching the show on YouTube, you can see the brewery behind me. And right off the bat, I mean, just looking at the tap room, which we'll get into, it's so it has this laid back vibe. It's got this wooden bar. I want to be in there wearing flip flops and a tank top. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like the guy, across the counter is like, yeah, what's up? What kind of beer do you want? That's the vibe I get right away from just looking at it.
So, we're excited to get into it. Lots to do, several beers to drink. Let's dive in. Follow the show at the HO Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. If you're not doing so already, hit us up, DM us if you have beer suggestions, anything like that. You can also email the show, thehopod@gmail.com. We alluded to it. We are available on YouTube as a video product each and every week. You can subscribe. You can click the bell so you get notified when an episode goes live or if we drop special fun videos from time to time. Happy Oktoberfest, people. It started. It's here. We're in the middle of it. Our Oktoberfest themed episode is in the works.
She's coming.
Get with us, connect with us. Tell us what you're drinking for this Oktoberfest. We want to hear from you. And most importantly, the show is available on all the major podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon. So you can rate and review if your podcast platform lets you do that. We love getting reviews of the show. It's very helpful. It helps us make the show better. And that's all we really want to do, is make the show better for you. So let us know what breweries to hit up next. Let us know what breweries to repeat. Send us a photo of you and your Lederhosen while you are at home safely celebrating Oktoberfest. We will share it. We will give you a shout out. We are here for you. All right, let's jump into the news.
Beer news.
All right. Well, I said it, but Oktoberfest is here. It's happening. This is not a drill, people. Get out there, get your Marzens, get your Fest beers, get all of the fun.
It's unfortunately happening in our own homes.
Yes, the event itself is not happening.
The beers are out. Go get them.
It's a season. It's a time of year. It officially begins, I believe, on September 13th. 19th, 18th. It's somewhere in there, and it goes through the early parts of October. So it's a 2-week period, and it's an actual season. So it's here. Athletic Brewing has gotten in on it. If you're of the non-alc ilk. See what I did there?
Nice. That was good. Wow.
They're doing a non-alcoholic fest beer for Sober October, which is, I've never heard of this until a couple weeks ago, but I guess that's a thing. I've always heard of Dry January, but Sober October is the...
I've heard of a lot, I've only heard it recently. I've heard of the Sober October. I've heard of no shave November. I've heard no this September. It's only in the fall. I don't know.
Just meant alcohol-wise. Sober October is a new one for me, but it's a thing, and their fest beer, Athletic Brewing has a fest beer for you people. Boston Beer Company is being sued by their investors over the decline of truly hard seltzer. Once again,
whoops.
You hate to see a seltzer go, I guess. And the hop harvest is
now it's getting real because they're like, hey, we want our money back.
Yeah. Bye, Truly. And, the hop harvest is here, which means fresh hop beers are around the corner. Not here yet, but this is the season to pick those hops off the trees. So get excited. Sierra Nevada Celebration is a big one that comes out every year, but there's going to be fresh hop beers a-coming. Be on the lookout.
Love them.
Our first story, we have some winners. So last week we talked about the winners of the Great American Beer Festival. The Brewers Association also released the winners of their annual industry awards. We talked about these last year, but they are annual awards, and there's 3 of them. And we have the winners announced now. So the first one is the Defense of the Industry Award. Specifically, it is the FX Matt Defense of the Industry Award. And this year's went to Pamela Brulote. She is the owner of Icicle Brewing Company out of Leavenworth, Washington. And the Defense of the Industry Award is presented to an individual or company for their contributions and efforts in championing the small brewing industry. Thank you for your work, Pamela. Let me give you some applause. Here we go. Okay. Pamela. Moving on, we have Russell Scherer's Award for Innovation in Craft Brewing. And this one went to Stephen Powell's, brewmaster at Boulevard Brewing Company. We are
big
fans of Boulevard Brewing Company's beers. Brewery culture, a little bit questionable, but you know what? Hopefully they're cleaning that up. But they were on our show round 7 and 52, so they've been on our show a couple times. But Stephen Powell's, this award is presented to an individual or company for their innovative contributions to the brewing industry. So the brewmaster at Boulevard Brewing Company, he has received recognition internationally. He's got medals from the World Beer Cup, the Gabe, and so many more. So thank you for, I'll give him applause as well. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen, from Stephen to Stephen. And finally, we have the Brewers Association Recognition Award. This one is presented every year to an individual or company whose inspiration, enthusiasm, and support have contributed to the craft brewing movement. And it was this year given to John Mallett, Vice President of Operations from Bell's Brewery out of Michigan. John, the crowd loves you. The people love you. Thank you, thank you.
It's a lot of applause.
Listen, the people love what they love. And
people have spoken, yeah.
Yeah. So congrats, ladies and gents, on your achievements. We look forward
great.
to
and
more.
I love that they do that. It's not just the beer and the breweries, but it's the people who brew the beer. So
yes,
that's great.
Yeah.
All right. Moving along in the news and notes, this doesn't necessarily count as a This Week in Gross, but it's like on the cusp.
It's adjacent. Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, it's close. Bud Light is trying something new. I'll give you a moment to hang your head and sigh. Come back to us, regroup. Here we go. They are trying something new. They are calling it Bud Light Next. It's a 0-carb beer. Quote, it's the next... They're hoping it is the, quote, next generation of light beer for the next generation of beer drinkers. They're hoping to bring together nutritional makeup of seltzer and the flavor of beer. This should have been this week. Well, I don't know if it's gross.
I'll play some funeral music.
Thank you.
And we'll get sad about it. Bud Light.
I hang your head, show some respect to
Bud Light. You're bad
dead.
enough as it is.
I don't get it. I mean, the makeup of seltzer, nutritional makeup of seltzer, I understand that aspect, but I feel like the people that drink seltzer don't necessarily want the flavor of beer. So that's where we're at. Each can is 4% ABV, only 80 calories, which is 30 less than the standard Bud Light. They're hoping to, they've been trying new things for a while. They're hoping to make more and more prototypes, but apparently this could be the next big thing, and I think I can speak for both Steven and I when I say, no thank you, please. This music.
Are we tired of the music yet?
Not really, no.
Yeah, it kind of expresses how I feel.
Oh my god, this is currently encapsulating everything about this.
It's a little dramatic. What I just love is they worked so hard on this. So each can is 4% ABV and 80 calories, which is 30 calories less than Bud Light already is. So they're trying to make it healthier. A no-carb beer, admittedly, is quite an accomplishment, I guess. And I guess there's a market for it. But it's kind of incongruous with everything that beer is. But they worked hard on this. They apparently had more than 130 prototypes that they made over a more than 10-year period.
Yeah, so they've been in the lab working, which is something.
Apparently, they're in the Anheuser-Busch bowels in the Death Star that is the Anheuser-Busch HQ. They would refer to this as Mission Impossible. This project.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, interesting.
They pulled it off.
Bud Light, a regular Bud Light has about 6.6 grams of carbs in a 12-ounce serving. As I said, they're trying to get that down to 0. I understand the healthy thing. I understand, why people drink the seltzers because it's healthy, yeah. But I just, I don't know. If you're going to have something that tastes like beer, make it a beer. You're going to have a beer-tasting seltzer? Let's just stop there. Let's forget all the extra details and the no carb and the Bud Light. Any company, a beer-tasting seltzer, that just sounds gross.
That sounds even worse than it is. To be clear, this is a beer. It is brewed with malt and hops, but that's even worse. A beer-flavored seltzer. But jokes aside, the news part of this is that if Anheuser-Busch has made a zero-carb beer, and we know that non-alcoholic beer and low-calorie beer are a big thing, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing more zero-carb beer start to be produced, even by your local craft breweries. So if that's a thing that you're interested in, you're in luck. It might be the new trend. Who knows?
If you want to lose weight and continue to drink, look no further. Bud Light next.
And with that, we have 3 actual real beers full of calories to drink. So we're going to get into that, Gabe, if you would lead us in.
This is the closest to rock and roll we're going to get. We're going to New Jersey. So who better than New Jersey man himself?
Are you going Bruce right now?
Bruce.
I would have gotten some Bruce music.
I know.
Then he could sue us. God damn it. Go ahead.
Now he can't. Haha, loophole. Now, baby, everything dies. Baby, that's a fact. But maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on and fix your hair up pretty. And meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Over the Jersey state line, barefoot girls sitting on the hood of a Dodge, drinking warm beer in the soft summer rain. The rat pulls into town, rolls up his pants. Together they take a stab at romance and disappear down Flamingo Lane. Tying faith between our teeth, sleeping in that old abandoned beach house, getting wasted in the heat. Bruce.
Oh my God, I felt that in my spirit. Listen, my dad's from Jersey, so at birth it was put into my genetic makeup. I have to love Bruce, and I was singing along with you. You mixed up a couple of different songs there.
Yeah, I took some different lyrics. I didn't want to just go one song, kind of mix it up a little bit. Everything about New Jersey, and here we are. Steven, we probably just should have gotten a soundbite of your dad talking about how great New Jersey is. That would have been a perfect toast.
I heard the piano riff when you said disappear down Flamingo Ring. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. If you don't like Bruce Springsteen, bold statement here. You are an asshole. Cape May Brewing, here we go.
All right.
Yep.
Steven.
I said that. I said it out loud. I did.
But see, here's the thing. He's not wrong. Sorry, we're not sorry. Steven is kicking things off with a beer of his own. I am very excited to try this later.
Here we go. It's called the Fake Palm Tree. It's their coconut IPA. It is a seasonal or one-time option or limited option. Not really sure. It was brewed this summer, but it's not on Beer Advocate, and it's one that is not at the brewery now. So glad I got my hands on it. This one is 6.6% ABV. Untapped has it at 3.74. From the can. When you venture over to our neighboring beach towns, the Wildwoods, you'll be greeted by space-age doo-wop architecture, bright colors, neon signs, and the inspiration for the name of this beer, Fake Palm Trees. Our tropical and exotic coconut IPA is brewed with golden promise and copious amounts of wheats and oats, serving up a rich and luscious mouthfeel with an intense aroma of coconut, papaya, and over-ripened pineapples. I am excited about this. It's definitely a hazy IPA.
I hope you like coconut.
I do, very much. And I always love, we've had coconut IPAs on the show before, or pina colada type IPAs. So
yeah,
this will be interesting. The hops in here are Sabro and Brew One. And it's dry hopped, hence what else would it be? But you can see on camera, it's hazy. SRM chart, I would maybe put it around an 8 or a 9. It's a golden color, kind of a shiny golden orange, almost like late, like sunset orange, if you will, and definitely opaque. But those Sabro hops are going to bring some pineapple. They're going to bring, it's going to be tropical. It's going to be citrus. I mean, that's in the name. It makes sense. But it's 6.6% ABV, so it's a nice, laid back, easy drinker. Head-wise, there was I would say, half an inch of some good, like, white pillowy foam, but it has, as you can see on YouTube, dissipated into nothing, and I'm not getting a lot of lacing in the glass either at this point. I'm diving in. On the nose. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's...
Oh, yeah.
That's Jamba Juice is what that is. That's like
shit.
Orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice. Definitely the coconut comes through, the papaya, mango, guava, all that family of citrus is definitely there. I don't get a lot of hops. I get a little bit of the sort of biscuity, crackery malt.
Nice.
Not a lot of like pine or resin or anything like that. This one is riding that citrusy, juicy flavor. It is. They do say it has apparently, according to the malts used, a biscuity taste, almost like an English muffin. I guess that's
reading off the site. One of the malts they use that they've been quoted as is called Golden Promise, which gives it that kind of flavor. So that sounds pretty cool. It's a malt I've never heard of.
But I mean, seriously, this, you know what this smells like? This smells like a pina colada, and I mean down to or it smells like Malibu. That's what it smells like. It smells like Malibu rum.
Interesting.
Coconut rum. That's what it smells like.
Interesting. Malibu is pretty good, but
Malibu certainly was good in high school.
Have we? Kill him. Have we ever had a beer that we've been like, this smells like liquor? Like, that's wild.
No, but that's why I was smelling it, and I was like, yeah, it's tropical, it's all that stuff, it's coconut, it's all the citrus, but there was something distinct that I was like, what is that?
Flashback to math class.
Yeah. Oh, it's Malibu. Oh, yeah, senior prom.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drink it now.
You do that. Very quickly, I just want to give a few facts off of the website. We're not sure if she's still with the company, but brewer, her name is Emily Sadal. She kind of gave some information about the beer, and basically, this beer is kind of a fun spin off of one of their the brewery's favorite year-rounder beers, which is called the Coco Cabana. So it's kind of they basically say it's kind of the same thing, except this one has higher ABV. That's been the quote. Emily goes on to say it's a hoppier, higher version, a tropical, summery, good time. And as we said, made with the Golden Promise malt for all that flavor. Steven, how is it?
Very, very good. It follows the nose, I would say, pretty well. Tropical citrus, coconut, that sweetness of coconut is there. A little bit of vanilla. The oats in here, as oats always do, oats tend to bring a creaminess to the mouthfeel, and they did that. Pineapple is there. Grapefruit peel is there. The finish has a little bit of bitterness to it, and I would say the finish is definitely that like grapefruit rind.
Nice.
And I taste some booze in there. Like it's boozy. Maybe it's because my brain is doing Malibu right now, so maybe it's I feel like I'm drinking rum. But I definitely don't drink this and go, oh yeah, this is like a crushable. Like it's 6.6%. It's not a high ABV beer, but it's definitely got a little bit of it's present. It's present.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be either. I figured if anything it would be smooth but not crushable.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of, I don't want to say bite, but a little bit of like a little tap on the way past.
Right. Right.
But it's creamy in the mouth. It's got a moderate to gentle carbonation, so that helps again with that creaminess. And it's luscious. It definitely is full of flavor with everything that means.
Does this remind you of senior prom? Did you have a good time at senior prom? Are you picturing yourself in the tux and or suit that you wore?
I don't have a whole lot of distinct memories about senior prom other than spending a night in a tent somewhere.
Nice.
And
yep, that sounds about right.
I think somebody played in the street at one point. But I want to talk about the can, just because they mentioned, the wildwoods and the neon signs and the bright colors. And so if you look at the can, and Gabe will get into the can art later, but it's this like neon palm trees in the shape of like a starfish, and it's definitely vibrant. It's eye-catching. It's very different from all of the other artwork that they have at Cape May. They kind of have a way that their cans look, which Gabe will break down in depth with Bobbert later on. But
Bobby.
This one is different, and I think that it's different because it's a limited, it's a limited beer. It's not one, like I said, that you can get right now.
Right.
It was sort of, I think that they brewed it this summer. Like, I think it was really a this summer situation. Maybe they've done other versions of it in the past. I don't know. But
I will say all the beers we have are more summer beers, which is why we're kind of like, hey, let's do this now that time is passing us. So yeah, this is definitely one on the summer selection.
But this is, I like this a lot because the coconut only adds to the tropical. It fits really well. It's not gimmicky. It's not a distraction. It's definitely an IPA. It's definitely a juicy, hazy IPA, but you don't see a lot of those with coconut. That's a little bit different as opposed to like, oh, this is a pineapple IPA, which we had a couple weeks ago. Like pineapple IPA is sort of like, yeah, well, a lot of IPAs are technically pineapple IPAs. This one is, the coconut just enhances it a little bit, adds to it, definitely rounds it out, gives it this like sweet vanilla thing that's really nice. A little bit of creaminess, like I said, all that stuff. It really helps. It's delicious. Get it if you can. You can't. So
sucks to be you.
Sucks to be you. But what you can
amazing.
get? The one Gabe has. So speaking of fruity IPAs.
Y'all know what time it is.
I'm blue, I've been died.
When that human blueberry rolls across the screen,
it makes our lives so much happier.
If you're not on YouTube, you're missing out. That's all we need to say.
And if you know blueberry and you know Cape May, you know what we're drinking. I've got the blueberry lemon Crushin' It. It is a blueberry lemon IPA. On the can, it says fruit and hops and fruit. We will see. It is coming in at 8%, 15 IBUs to speak of. Beer Advocate has yet to review it. Untapped has it as a 3.74. From the brewery, refreshing and perfectly paired with summer gatherings with friends and family, Blueberry Lemon Crushin' It is a brew you're going to want to crush again and again, with mosaic and lemon drop hops blending together to accentuate the fresh flavors of blueberry and lemon juices. Blueberry Lemon Crushin' It is best paired with barbecues, lazily floating in a pool, and digging your toes in the sand. Hashtag we're heading to the beach. I would love to go. And now, here's the best part, I think, about this whole thing. On the SRM chart, this puppy's pink. Dark purple. I mean, I guess you can put this in like the red category.
I was gonna say it looks ruby red to me, but that's the camera. I don't know.
Right. It's more purple up close. The head is an off pinkish hue to it. It looks kind of like a grapefruit kind of coloring to it. About a centimeter thick.
Would you call it a fuchsia?
I would call it a fuchsia. Thank you. Very good. I was like, I'm not even going to try to guess what the color name. Fuchsia will work.
Don't come for me with Crayola colors, bro.
Yo, back up, bro.
I got my Crayola box.
Yeah, I mean, it's ruby red, but more on the purple side. So if you want to put it on the SRM chart, where does ruby red fit? Probably like the 30, 29, 31-ish area, depending on what chart you're looking at.
You're almost moving into the wine chart at that point, really, because it is very red. I mean, the beer chart there's a slight reddishness as you move towards brown, but it really doesn't go towards what that color is.
Yeah, not really. For those of you on YouTube, this is it. As I said, it is 8%. I could not say no to this selection. I was introduced to Cape May through a friend, and they were ordering beer, and they said, which ones do you want? And I said, ooh. And I think I saw blue, and I said, that one.
There's a drop for that.
There's a drop for that. So here we go, on the nose.
Yeah, I did not realize that this was 8% when we put this thing together, and that's intriguing to me, because when you hear blueberry lemon, you think lighter ABV just by nature. So have fun with that, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe's going to be feeling some type of way. Berry, floral, lemon peel, little bit of hoppiness. Obviously the citrus is there. Not getting a lot of like malt or anything like that expected. Not getting any like vanilla or creaminess off the nose. Just like lemon, blueberry, hops are the stars of the smell factor. So
how's the booziness?
It doesn't smell like 8%. I'll give it that. I mean, I think it's there because it does smell hoppy. So I think you're kind of like, oh, okay, this is definitely an alcoholic beer. Like, I think that's what you're going to get off of the smell. But no, I mean, blind taste test. If I'm just smelling it, not knowing, this ain't 8% in my head. So, shoe buddy.
Shoe buddy. Dive in. Yeah, this one is, I believe, more of a year-rounder. It is in their lineup still. You can get it at the brewery today, right now, if you want to. Are you listening in Cape May at this very moment? Hey, go over to the airport and grab this beer, because you can.
Okay, so this one is interesting because I will admit, not getting a lot of blueberry. I'm getting a lot more lemon with a fruity berry aftertaste, which is good. I like. However, I mean, just me as a person, but also me as a beer thinker, I want a little more blueberry on the taste. This, I might have to label this as a little dangerous because you don't really taste booze. This is not 8%. It is, but it doesn't taste that way at all. It's very easy going down. I now know why they call it Crushin' It, because you can crush this. Steven and I can crush this in our sleep.
Maybe don't crush it because you might wake up feeling some type of way.
Right.
But you
maybe
could
crush one and see how you feel.
But it's an interesting combination of hops, though. I mean, lemon drop hops, obviously, as the name implies, bring the lemon. Mosaic, as we know, brings that tropical citrusy type thing going on. So, I don't know. My question is, I mean, do they put blueberries in it? Is there actual blueberry in it?
I don't think so.
Because it's blue.
It is. I feel like it should be, but
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't read anywhere that said we use blueberries, but I also didn't read anywhere that said we didn't. So I unfortunately can't confirm that. I mean, I would assume so because of the color and because of
the color. But when you're saying you're not getting a whole lot of blueberry, and I'm reading the hops, Mosaic, and Lemon Drop, I mean, I don't know where blueberry comes into the picture there. I'm unless they just added the flavors of it. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I think the blueberry addition is more of a flavor booster without being the star of the show, which is fine. It's not a big deal. You guys still got the drop. That's all that matters, honestly.
You know
we
what?
could hate this beer.
We'll give it to you again.
I'm blue, I've been beat, I've been died, I've been
She's big, she's beautiful, she's blue. And
She's big, she's beautiful, and she's blue.
She's large, in charge, and on the screen. Rolling around. I love that graphic so much.
All because she wanted to chew gum. Like, girl, gum isn't even that crazy anyway. It's very easy going down, as I said. The back end is more of the lemon berry flavor. It's smooth. I don't taste any carbonation, which makes it easier to drink. Obviously it's a good beer and everything, but yeah, very interesting. Not at all what I thought it was going to be. And for those of you, as I said, for those of you who know Cape May, you know that this isn't the only Crushin' beer, which is a perfect segue, handoff, football terms, to talking about Cape May. And the quote that started it all was, "Where's all the beer down here?"
Yeah, the brewery was founded in 2011. For those unfamiliar, if you've never been to Cape May, New Jersey, when you hear Exit 0, that means different things to different people.
Woof.
It can mean Galveston, Texas, end of the highway. It can mean, to me, it means Key West, because it is literally the end of the highway. You come to Exit 0 and you're there. But in Cape May, you hit Exit 0 on the Garden State Parkway, and you are there at the end of the road, and you come to a point, and there's a naval base, and it is very much the point. It's the water, and you're surrounded by water, and I know it's New Jersey, I know it's in the middle of the coast, but it is Exit 0. So Cape May is a beautiful town, little bougie if I'm being honest, but
yeah, someone had to say it.
They got a Ben and Jerry's though. They got some dope. They got some dope coffee shops. I got some great writing done in Cape May, and I saw a pot of dolphins off the water. See, it's a beautiful. I loved being there.
Oh, look at that! I went to. I didn't go. Like I said, I went to Ocean City, New Jersey, which is like, I don't know how close that is.
It's close. It's like 10, 15 minutes by car, maybe.
I should have gone to Cape May at the time, but I had already had the beer, so I was like, whatever. But yeah, New Jersey, they got some stuff.
New Jersey's coming. It's got to,
it's a little ratchet. We'll say it. Go ahead. Someone had to say it.
They're working on it. But the beer scene is continually up and coming. And Cape May, I mean, like we said, they were founded in 2011. This is a brewery that's been around for 10 years now. They're not new, and they are, I mean, I've had their beer. I think it was called the Coastal Evacuation that I used to like a lot. It's a double IPA that they have, that they would have in tap in the bars down there.
Nice.
But it's a brewery that originally, I alluded to it, but their space, their tap room is like out by the Cape May airport. A great brewery with a big beer list, plenty of, they do ales and lagers. They do all different kinds of beer styles, and they're very well-rounded, beautiful tap room. Like I said, you can see it behind me on the YouTube. They
do have a beer garden now, kind
outside.
of like
Yeah.
in addition to the tap room. As Steven said, it's right behind them. It looks very beachy, very, beach shore vibes. Dude with a t-shirt, what's up?
Yeah.
You need your surfboard fixed, which we love.
Founded by the Krill family, Ryan Krill and Bob Krill. I see a picture of 3 dudes, but I see 2 names, so I don't know if that's brothers or father and son. Don't really know. Somebody's name is not on the list, but they're in the picture.
Somebody
Couldn't
got
tell
left
ya.
out. This brewery, in case you're wondering how good they are, they've got awards on awards on awards. And for the past, 2018, for the past 6-7 years, they've won at least 1 or 2 every year. I mean, in 2015, they've got, 8. In 2016, they've got 4. And, they've got a lot of bronze, but they've got a lot of gold. They've got a lot of silver. Best beer of 2017, session ale, outstanding beer professional, best saison, best tasting room, best use of New Jersey themes and ingredients. That one's new. That one is interesting.
Yeah, and they are available not just in New Jersey, but in Pennsylvania and Delaware as well. They do distribute to that area. So if you're in that general, I don't know what you call that conglomerate. It's not New England. It's not the Mason Dick. It's I don't know what it is.
The Lost States.
The little pocket up there. I call it the armpit of America, but. But in the Rust Belt, you can get their beers. They also, they say that they have one of the most, the largest and most accessible beer gardens and tasting rooms in the state, which is true. Cape May has a lot of space to spread out. We've been to some great breweries in New Jersey. We did a New Jersey beer tour. We went to Four Quarters, was beautiful, and Hackensack was really nice.
Those igloos.
It was very cold. It was, but
hey, it was worth it.
Those are beautiful tasting rooms. But this Cape May has space. It's a big warehouse environment. It's out by the airport. You can park. There's room. You can breathe. Four Quarters, we had to park on the street. It was a little cramped. It's in the middle of the city. A little tight. So it's great. And definitely, I mean, there are, like we said, other breweries on the Jersey Shore. We had Hidden Sands on the show, and there are others, but Cape May is definitely leading the charge. And when they founded this company in 2011, there really weren't. I mean, beer in New Jersey is definitely behind the country.
Yeah, and that's where the quote comes from. Where's all the beer down here? I mean, that was the question that started it all with the Rick's family. What is it?
The Krills.
Krills.
Ryan Krill and Bob Krill.
Okay, I was off. But yeah,
are the main guys.
They were looking around saying, okay, there's no beer down here. Let's do it. Let's us do it. Let's provide. Great sense of community, great sense of other beers. We'll talk about those in a little bit. We do have one more beer to drink. Steven, you're going to provide final thoughts on the coconut. I'm going to provide final thoughts on this blue lemon shiz.
I love the coconut. Like I said, the coconut just brings something different to the IPA. It follows through on everything an IPA is supposed to be. It's very well balanced, but the coconut is just this kiss of something extra. It is 6.6% ABV, but it tastes like it's even higher than that. If I had to guess, I would put it around a 7.2 to 7.5. So it's a nice little bang for your buck. You can't get it, but maybe they'll brew it again someday. In the meantime, you can just listen to me enjoy it, and you can long for it while you listen to my voice.
I think that's a great idea. Blueberry Lemon IPA, crushing it. I didn't say this before, but I'll say it now. Great beach beer. Absolutely. You're chilling at the beach. This is an easy sipper, easy drinker, easy flavor. This will not ruin a meal. You can eat this. You can eat food while you drink this. I think it's good. Strong lemon flavors. The booze is there. You might not taste it. So heads up, maybe drink one and see how you feel. But love me a good... Anything with blueberry, you sign me up, you sign us up, we will give you that drop. We're not going to play it again.
No, we've exhausted it, but we love it, though.
We love it. And I'm a big fan. We have one more beer to drink, though.
We do. And it's the Devil's Reach Belgian Golden Strong Ale. Now, we would never normally do a Belgian after an IPA. We like to do Belgians first, IPAs second when those two appear in a flight, but since we're doing it together and since it's a strong ale, we figured it would be okay. This one clocks in at 8.6%
Jinkies.
ABV. It has 25 IBUs. Beer Advocate has it at an 87. Untapped has it at 3.74. It is a year-rounder. It's one of their flagship beers. It is one of their staple beers. And it has won numerous awards. 2015 Best of Craft Beers Belgian Strong Ale category. It won the bronze. It won 2015 at the World Beer Championship. It won the silver. And then the International Beer Competition of New York in 2019, it won the bronze in the Belgian Style Pale Strong Ale category.
Damn straight.
Good work, fellas. From the can, a Belgian beast. Fruity and light, the complexity and character of the Devil's Reach comes from a robust Belgian yeast. Deceptively simple. Caution is demanded, because before you know it, Devil's Reach has swallowed you whole. Best paired with what looks like a chicken leg, a candy, and cheese.
The three major food groups.
That would be my guess.
Chicken, candy, and cheese. I love it. I think it's great.
What's funny is on the front of the can, so there's like a can. The can is sort of their standard artwork style, which is it's the Cape May logo, and then you have like a little octopus. But it says Belgian Style Ale, Devil's Reach, and then underneath that it says easy drinking with fruity esters. But then up above that to the right, it says 8.6% ABV.
Yeah, like what, guys? Come on.
Easy drinking and 8.6% ABV do not normally go hand in hand, but
I mean, maybe it will. Right off the bat, about a centimeter thick of head retention. Looks like a pillowy, soft white head. I am seeing a lot of bubbles keep going up through the bottom, up into the top. And I would call this is almost fully see-through.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I mean, it's very well chilled, so I can't really see through mine as much, but it's definitely more clear than anything else. There's some slight haze to it. I do get some good lacing around the glass, and on the nose, it's all the Belgian things. Clove,
all the Belgian things.
Spices, coriander, banana, for sure.
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum, yes.
I still, to this day, it still blows my mind that that's a thing. I don't know. I'm not questioning it. I think it's great, but yeah.
Well, it's that combination of like the bitter coming from the booziness and then the spiciness of the yeast that is sort of starchy. It's sort of bready, or again, banana, plantain, that starchy family. Those things come together to kind of create, it's like a bubblegum smell. I don't get a whole lot of the
malt. Smells a little spicy.
Yeah, it's fruity and it smells refreshing, and it smells, but it does smell. I get a hint of booze. I get the sense that this is not going to be like a shock top. I get the sense that this is going to be a little bit sturdier, just on the nose. You
said you were going to say not a lot of malt presence. I would agree with that if that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, I mean it's more the citrus, a little bit of orange, a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of lemon, not tropical citrus. We're not talking about mango, guava, and all that stuff I was getting on the IPA. We're talking more lemon, lime, and then the starches, the banana, the spice, the clove, and the coriander, and those Belgian spicy things that come off that Belgian yeast. Yeah, esters for sure.
Fruity esters is right. We'll see if it's easy drinking. So, Steven, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers to sharing a beer once again.
Woo!
Yup.
Easy drinking my ass. Are you kidding me? No, this is an 8.6% beer, and if you can't normally drink those, heads up. This one's a little tough. The flavors are there, though. The flavors are really solid. I just have to disagree with easy drinking. I don't know about that. But it is very Belgian style. If you like that style, if you like that coriander, that banana, those strong spicy flavors, those are all pretty much there. I am getting a little bit of extra. Can't really put my finger on that right now. Maybe a little more sip will help. I've been drinking, holy shit. But I think it's great right off the bat.
Yeah, I get everything off the nose is there. but it's subtle. I really like what the high ABV does to this.
Yeah.
Because you don't get hit with a whole lot of Belgian flavor. Sometimes that Belgian spice thing can almost go to my head more than I like it to. Like it's almost too, it's not a headache, but it's almost like it just does something I don't love, flavor wise, as opposed to like a hop bite, which is more in my mouth. But this one, because of the booziness, the flavor is very well balanced. The booziness is there, but it's present. You feel it, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't taste like booze. It tastes like everything we said on the nose. I get some fruitiness. I get some esters. I don't get a whole lot of malt, but there's a little bit of cracker in there. The mouthfeel is vibrant. You know, the carbonation it's definitely got a zing.
Yeah, carbonation is strong.
And the booziness. I mean, it's definitely, I would say, medium to full bodied, and it's a sturdy motherfucker.
It is. I really like what this does, but I mean, this is the whammy, if you will. This is gonna send you over if you've if you started with the coconut, transitioned to the blueberry lemon, and now you're drinking this. Oh boy, good thing we only did 2 each, but. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really complex. I think it leaves a nice bitter aftertaste going down with a lot of those flavors, with a lot of those fruit flavors, but it is very Belgian style. Like, if you don't like Belgians, I don't know that I'd push you to get this.
No, this is a classic Belgian. There's no twists or turns on this. It is a strong beer. So if anything, I would say that's the kind of take on it, but outside of that, it's a classic Belgian. It makes sense that it has won all these awards and all these Belgian pale ale or Belgian strong ale categories.
Yeah,
because it's a classic, true to form, exactly what it's supposed to be. The flavor is not overwhelming. It's more about the mouthfeel and the kind of the weediness to it, the yeastiness to it, all of that stuff, and those spices, and it's all there. But I mean, the Belgian yeast is the star of this Belgian beast. Come on. I mean, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Exclamation point.
Thank you.
You got to give credit where credit is due. Sometimes you just got to play Mike. He comes through for everyone.
That's 2 today, but
it's. I think it's a little strong. This ain't
definitely
shy.
is.
This ain't shy. This is 8.6%. Like, true.
8.6 is really close to 9. Check the math on that. And
I'm
9.
a little bashful.
All right, Gabe.
What?
Bust out your little man. It's time to. I didn't love how that sounded, but you know where I'm going with this.
I don't know. Where are you going with this?
Can Art and Crafts.
Of course, we're going to the artistic side of things, as we always do. In order, I have it in front of me. I didn't drink it yet, but I've got it. The fake palm tree. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Talk about a can art. This is, I think, good enough to make the wall in the apartment. We've got a neon light bright sign of a palm tree florality kind of pattern. There's 4 palm trees connecting to bright lights behind it. And what's really cool about this is that the name of the beer is like off to the side. It's not front and center. It's the logo that's not the logo. It's the artwork that is front and center that I really care about and I really like. The Blueberry Lemon IPA, as all of they have a Crushin' It series, and each Crushin' It has their own specific little picture. This one has a lemon and blueberries, and it looks like a purple drink with a lemon on top. Very good, very correct. That is what it is. The Crushin' It logo is nice and bright. The Cape May sign is nice and bright. Going off of that, for the Belgian, we've got a fun little octopus orange. He's dancing. He's having a great party. The Cape May sign is there. The Devil's Reach writing is bright, and it is front and center. The Devil's Reach is bright orange. The Cape May is bright purple. The coconut is so many colors. I think for perspective, I think these are all fun. I think these are all great. Blueberry Lemon IPA, solid 7. 7.2. Why not? Bright colors, bright logo, bright words. The Cape May Devil's Reach, the Belgian style, I'm going to give it an 8.4. Big, bright colors. This one really stands out to me, especially with the octopus right there. They're strong. The beer's strong. We're all strong. And then, oh boy, you've got the coconut, the fake palm tree. I mean, I don't think you can't say it any other way. We've got a 10 out of 10. I mean, those neon lights are just so dope, and it just looks like a party. It just looks like a fun time. Those are the scores. Those are the things that I'm going to say. Bob Ross is here. We're going to get New Jerseyan on this bitch. I don't know what I just said, but it doesn't matter because it's Can Arts and Crafts, baby, and that's how we do.
So in terms of beers you can get at the brewery right now, for those of you that are in Cape May listening to us, first of all, hi everybody, welcome.
What up?
Listen, what is on tap at the brewery at this moment?
So
you
much.
can get a lot of their flagships. There's that Coastal Evacuation I was talking about. It's an Imperial Double IPA, it's been there forever. It's an award winner, and I was a big fan of it.
8%, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of flagships, and I feel like this doesn't always happen with every brewery we feature. There's always like 1 or 2 flagships, maybe 3. I mean, this one, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honey Porter Nitro, Cape May IPA Nitro. I mean, they expand a lot. They do what they do best, and they've got a lot of good flagships.
They have their own seltzer. They have a black cherry hard seltzer. We're big fans of seltzer here on the Hop, as everyone knows. They have a cotton candy beer, which I'm interested in. It's 5.8% ABV, and they also have a version of Crushin' It. Gabe had the blueberry lemon, but they have one that is orange vanilla, which sounds delicious. Sounds like a creamsicle. So,
yes. So they have the Crushin' It series. Orange vanilla, raspberry lemon. They had the grapefruit, but they also had another one that I have tried recently. It is the Anniversary Ale 10. It's an Imperial double IPA. It's for their 10th year anniversary. It is 8%. They do have an oyster beer. It's not made with oysters, but it kind of has a salty... See, yeah, you make that for those of you not on YouTube. Steven got scared.
Why didn't you mention that? That would have played the This Week in Gross drop.
Well, no. See, here's the thing, though.
Yuck.
It's not made with oysters. It's just like the name. I'm sorry, I don't see the name of it right now, but... It's kind of has like a saltiness to it, but it's vibrant as well. And I had, 2 tastes of it very recently, but they've got some weird different stuff, and it's really good.
So Cape May Brewing, check them out, representing some of the best on the Jersey craft beer scene. Like we've said, we've done a lot of Jersey on the Hop, honestly, probably almost as much as many of our most popular states, including New York, California, Connecticut. Yeah. We've done a lot of Jersey. And
they got beer. It's great. Why not?
And there's good stuff there. And Cape May is definitely leading the charge on that. So highly encourage you to get down to Cape May if you can. Get out to the airport and check them out, because they got some good stuff going on. And with that, Gabe, we turn to the final segment.
Last call.
Okay, so normally I would veto this because we're talking about the Raiders and they're a divisional rival against the Chargers, but this is kind of cool, and I thought it was dope. Derek Carr and Darren Waller are getting life-size statues made of chocolate. Wow.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's going to be on display at the Aria Resort and Casino. And, they're the Vegas Raiders now. Look, say what you want about the Raiders. You don't like them because, I know, I get it. But they're in Vegas, and say what you want about them. Their stadium looks dope. My number one stadium I want to visit.
Yes.
Actually,
No, it's after SoFi. It's the second. It's okay. You can say it.
I was gonna say I probably should put Lambeau up there, but honestly, it looks
cold
very
there.
uncomfortable.
Don't worry about it.
It looks really uncomfy. SoFi and this one are the two that
Yes.
I really want to visit. But this is dope. They got pictures of Darren Waller, who, if you don't know football, he's a tight end for the Raiders, one of the best tight ends in the league, and it's him next to this literal. I mean, it's literally 5 feet of chocolate.
That's what's crazy. It's really insane. And even the Derek Carr one, I mean, they both look almost exactly like the players. Crafting, it was 10 pastry chefs from Area Pasteur spent 4 weeks molding and crafting more than 200 pounds of chocolate, 40 pounds of fondant, I've heard it so many other ways, and 100 pounds of sugar into the Raiders display. The showcase that's available for people to see also includes a replica of the stadium. It's a little bit smaller, but yeah, pure chocolate. That's wild.
They signed him. This was after week 1. The Raiders beat the Baltimore Ravens in an upset that surprised everybody. And then this past weekend, they also, I mean, the Raiders are kind of, I hate to say it, but they're a little scary. The Raiders just beat the Steelers, and that's a big deal.
No, it's not. They suck.
Oh, okay. Well, say what you want. Say what you want, but they're a little scary.
No,
so,
yeah, for sure.
I don't remember who they're playing this weekend, but the Raiders, something's clicking for them out there in Vegas. I wish John Gruden would get fired so he could come back to Monday Night Football, but that's just me.
Here's my question, though, regarding the statues. So
Okay.
it's chocolate.
Yes.
Chocolate melts.
Correct.
So is this like a refrigerated sort of display? Like, how do they make it? Apparently, it's going to be there. Like, I think it said all year.
It's going to be there for... throughout the season.
How do you make it? Because
Yes,
you have to keep it cold, right?
Yes. Haven't you ever seen like butter statues or like ice sculptures or anything
I
like that?
used to watch Cake Boss all the time on TV.
Different. No, people make like sculptures out of butter, and if you do that, then you have to refrigerate it because it's butter, and it could go both moldy or melty. That's 3 in one episode. 3 little word. I'm on it today. I'm bringing my A game.
Are you? Are you really?
I think this is really cool. You know, we talk about
this is cool.
Football too much during the season, I feel like, but this is cool. It's fun. It's football.
It's
and
chocolate.
Food and chocolate coming together in Vegas. They don't make chocolate statues out of Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Or
know
Justin
why?
Herbert. I don't want to know why. No.
Oh, I was going to say because they're too busy making rings.
Because you can't. Oh.
You're
nice.
welcome.
I was going to say because you can't make that much hair out of chocolate. Cut your hair.
I mean,
okay.
you give these chefs an opportunity, but yeah, I mean, what if someone comes and eats an arm?
I just would like to be in the room. Like, I just wish in my life, I hope in my life, I get to a point where somebody comes to me and it's like, hey, Steven, we need you to come to this event. And I'm like, what is it? And they're like, somebody made a statue of you out of chocolate. And I can be like, are you because like this wasn't like somebody just came to them and like, guys, we need you to come to this unveiling. And they're like, what now? Like, what are we promoting?
Busy. Yeah.
And they're like, wait, somebody made what? Like, and for Derek Carr, it makes sense. He's a quarterback. But for Darren Waller, like, I get it. He is probably the biggest celebrity on the team right now. But like,
he's all right for this team. He is a very good tight end right now.
Oh, absolutely. So. But it's just funny. It's like of all the. I mean, you look left, look right, and you're like, wow, really? It's me and the quarterback, and we're chocolate. Dope. Yeah.
Hey,
go down to the casino.
If somebody made a chocolate statue out of me, I would be like, when can I take a bite? Like maybe after the season, but I would be like, give me my hand. I want to take that home and eat it. Like, I don't know. That's just me. Love me some chocolate. So the Raiders suck, but hey, they got life-size chocolate statues, and I have an appreciation for that.
If they ever make chocolate statues of the Chargers, we will talk about it on the hop. Okay, Gabe?
Damn straight we will. Are you kidding me?
And with that, we're going to get out of here. Cape May Brewing. You know what? Another great brewery. We had a lot of fun. Next week, we are coming up with our Oktoberfest episode finally. We're excited about it. It's a great time of year. So get your hands on your Marzens, your Fest beers. Get in the spirit, people, because it is here. And before I go, I would like to give a quick shout out, if I could, to Michaela Cole and I May Destroy You for their Emmy win this past weekend. It's a huge deal. The Emmy winners were up and down, but Michaela Cole winning made the whole night worth it for me. So I'd like to give a quick shout out to her. And I'm going to hit the button. Here we go.
We love you guys. Take care. Hey, Greg Zerline, screw you.
Oh!